Grandmaster Richard Reti was great inventor, and he invented great setup, which is called Reti defense. From the other side, we can say that it is, in some cases, it comes to some, let's say, it is King's Indian setup. Main King's Indian setup, I mean with the box for the king. Yes. And it is it's reversed, but with more aggressive ideas, as white play this reverse system with one tempo more, and for this reason hopes to get some time advantages. Yes, as we can conduct our development plan faster, so it is always our advantage here. Of course, there are many answers to this Reti setup, because from one point of view, it is not very ambitious opening, not trying to get center immediately, but as Reti's theory was it was Reti and Nimzovich theory of hyper-modernist chess, that is not necessary to take center with the pawns. It is possible to attack center with the pieces, yes? But here black can have, white is ready to play for strategies d3, knight d2, c4, b4, c4, e4, some, let's say, preparation of attack from two directions. And from black can play peacefully, can play solidly with pawn c6, bishop on f5, or can play more actively with c5 in the style of Catalan, or to play extremely aggressive in the style of Smyslov reversed strategy, which I made one DVD. It is strategy like knight f3, knight f6, c4, g6, b4, bishop b2. Yeah, it is reversed strategy. Then d4, of course, or d4 first. There are setups, you know. And for setups, sometimes it's not important how you will establish this setup. You can make this setup from different sides. But here it is very aggressive answer b5. Yeah. So main idea, of course, is d4 for white to transfer into some, let's say, more trying to control more center, because black wants to play c5. Yes, black wants to have more pawns in the center. d4 is main move, but in the game was played b3. D3 is either possible. A4 is nothing serious, because after b4, c3, c5, pawn takes, a5, bishop e7, castle, knight d2, bishop b7, a6, and white will have no advantage for sure. Yes, bishop e3 and e5. Black has sufficient counterplays. There are many plans. Well, possible to play knight c5, either to exchange these knights. A lot of different opportunities are here in the situation, so it is possible to play absolutely differently. Yeah. So in the game Marin Vukovic was played b3. In my opinion, it is very soft. It's too soft. Black can do anything. Black can play any move. Okay, I mean any developing move, like even bishop d6 possible. Then queen e7 to play maybe bishop b7, e5. Possible is to play a5. If white plays c4, the idea is then to place bishop on a6, which will create a lot of pressure on white position. Yeah, so bishop e7 is serious move. C4, c6. Telling honestly, yeah, okay, it's possible, but I would not be afraid of the positions with okay, we can say hanging pawns. Yes, knight c3, c5. Or bishop knight c3, c5. I don't see any reason to be afraid of this position. Bishop a6, knight c6 with very active setups. Another setup is c6. It's more timid. We want to control center much more, let's say, carefully. Yes, bishop b2, castle, queen c2. bc4, I don't see any reasons to do it. Yes, it's much more logical. Queen b6, rook c8, knight d7. A lot of space control. When black plays b5, d5, black immediately shows its intention to play more for the space expansion. bc4 is a bit. I see once more. We change not on c4. We exchange pawn b5 for pawn b3. Pawn b3 is, if we change these pawns, we will open b file, but usually we open b file for white, not for ourselves. Yes. So this bishop a6, knight d7, knight d2, queen a5 was quite active here. Yes. Then rook b8, rook c8, knight b3, queen a4. It's absolutely great position and easy to handle. Yes. I don't think that this rook belongs to c8. I would. As I told, I would place queen a5, rook fc8, rook ab8, yeah? Rook b1, knight b6, rook fd1, c5, yeah? e3, knight fd7. Okay, it was possible to exchange 2 times on c4 and to place queen on a5. No problems, equality, yeah? But now it will be some, you see, white tricky transferred queen to a3, attacking pawn a7, so forcing black to play knight b8, which is, okay, not big deal, as queen is on a3, why knight cannot be on b8? Yes, a3 is not great place for queen anyhow, but it will, white starts now attack on weakness of c5, yes, so c4, d4, and here now, white has different strategies. White can play knight e5, knight b1, knight c3. You see, this strategy can be, let's say, very dangerous as pawn structure now is fixed. It's necessary to be very careful with this blockading knights. And now better was rook e8. Bishop b5 was played with the idea if queen a7, if queen goes to a7, some knight a4, c3 threats, knight c6, trying to make some problems for white queen, yes? But bishop b5 got even e4. Bishop a4, rook c3, rook e8, pawn d5. Black tries desperately to obtain counterplay, yeah? And now it was sacrifice, h6. But now after bishop a3, rook d8, black has no, clearly white has 2 pieces for the rook, and black has no sufficient counterplay. So this strategy could be conducted much better as it was demonstrated in this game.